You put out money for the chance to purchase something that they don't have to put out. It can look however they decide, and they can price it however they want with no refunds. I mean, that's more low self-esteem than back in the day when we used to ask for a chance. Remember we used to ask for a chance? We wasn't asking to go with you. We were just asking for a chance. I used to have to ask, Maga, y'all asked for a chance on a phone. Shout out to all the subscribers and the members here on the channel. Don't forget to like the video. My name is Reese Waters, and I'm troubled. Here it is, mid-2026, and I still ain't got my Trump phone.
Come on now, dawg.
I'm just playing. That could never be me. Am I right?
Hey, Trump supporter here.
Hello.
This goes out to Don Jr. and Eric.
Well, this should be interesting.
Where the is my phones? I ordered 4 gold Trump phones in the summer. Told they're going to be the best. Talked my son into ordering some. We heard they're going to come out in September. Yeah, we can wait. September rolls around. No, it's going to be November. No, it's going to be the end of the year. They actually stopped taking orders for them in November. Now we can't get any updates on them. Now, we got all this fraud going on in Minnesota, and I hope a lot of people go to jail. But 590,000 people buying a phone at $500 or $600 each, add that the up. Just the down payments of $100 is $60 million. Give me my phones or give me my money back.
Hey, did you really take a hard detour into fraud in Minnesota because that was relevant here? You know, how am I supposed to feel bad? How he clearly still ain't learned his lesson. He talking about fraud in Minnesota. How about fraud in your home? Exactly where you started. How about that? I saw some fraud in them glasses, in them wraparounds. I saw a victim. I sure enough did, right in the wraparounds. And if you're wondering who it was that actually ordered the phones, it was the Wraparound Shades Brigade. You knew it was the Wraparound Shades Brigade. You absolutely did. Now, just out of the kindness of my own heart, I will give you an update. And by out of the kindness of my own heart, I only mean to continue the dragging. Trump phone looks different, has no launch date, and isn't made in America. We're off to quite a start, aren't we? This looks different than what I ordered. Is this a cordless? The phone is reportedly inching closer to launch by getting another certification for operation on carrier networks. Last week, The Verge reported that the T1 phone appears to have received PTCRB certification, which validates it will work on operator networks. This brings the Trump phone another small step closer to its launch. Trump Mobile launched in June 2025 with a $47.45 a month mobile phone plan and currently sells refurbished Apple and Samsung phones ranging from $369 to $629. Refurbished Apple and Samsung phones? You think you getting a deal at Trump Mobile? Is that what you think? No, we talked about that already on the channel. The refurbished phones. We sure enough did. And by the way, that offer is still out there. If anybody gets a Sidekick or a Razor, go ahead and hit me up. Or if anybody gets that brick Ferris Bueller phone, I will pay extra for that.
24s, Apple iPhones 15 and 16s, which appear to have no specific Trump branding and are billed as brought to life right here in the USA.
I'm sorry. Did you say don't appear to have any specific Trump branding? Don't appear. I don't even think they opened in the box. They order in the Sam's and just putting a new sticker on top of it, like Target doing Black Friday. That's all the effort they putting into this one.
This is interesting because they've been taking $100 deposits, including from me, for this phone. Nowhere to be seen in terms of where the rest of this phone is, and it doesn't seem like anyone has gotten their phones. I even got a fraud alert from my credit card company when I tried to put in that $100 deposit, saying, "Hey, are you really trying to buy this Trump phone here?" This is nonetheless something that I imagine a lot of other people that have been trying to buy this in earnest are experiencing as well, Kate.
So the bank tried to save you. The bank tried to save you. the bank was saying, wait, $100 for what? Wait, pull that picture up. Pull that phone back up. Nah, Fraud alert. The report from The Verge said the website has been redesigned and includes more prominent placement of the two Trump sons along with different wording. Different wording? No. Among the other changes are the $499 pricing for the phone is gone. Maga, you think it's going to go down? Huh? Y'all want to bet? The later this year phone launch wording is gone. Hey, Maga, you think it's going to be earlier this year? Huh? Y'all want to bet? The phone is now shaped by American innovation instead of made in America or assembled in America. Executives from the mobile phone company previously told The Verge that the $499 was an introductory price that would rise with the relaunch. The executive said the new price will be, quote, less than $1,000, but no amount is found on the website. All right, y'all pay up, less than 1,000. less than 1,000. Thanks.
A few moments later.
Hey, can I join your rec league team? Nah, I play, yeah. Skill level, less than Kobe. Somewhere under Kobe. That's where I am.
They call me the bus driver, kid, because I'm about to take you to school. Vader! Oh!
Hold on, I need to fill out this dating profile for my cousin. Less than Idris Elba. The $47-$45 pricing for the monthly phone plan remains in place, paying tribute to Trump being the 45th and 47th presidents of the U.S. And what do you get for that $47.45 a month? What do you get for that? These hands?
Well, sir, even though I don't know you, ask and you shall receive, because I actually do have an update on those phones for you. So this article from CNET, which was published on May 2nd of 2026, is titled, Rump Phone Looks Different, Has No Launch Date, and Is Not Made in America. So apparently they're still accepting those $100 deposits on the phone, but as of May 1st, no launch date has been announced yet. Rump Mobile has not responded to CNET's repeated request for comment over the past few months. Back in February, The Verge actually did an interview with some Rump Mobile executives where they were saying that they were eyeing a March release, even though it's May of 2026 now. Now, there is a slight chance the phone might come out because apparently The Verge reported that the T1 phone appears to have received PTCRB certification, which validates that it will work on operator networks, which potentially brings the phone closer to a tiny bit of existence. Also appears as though there are actually some FCC filings, so who knows, the phone might actually pop up eventually. But who knows if this is actually true or not, because the head of the FCC is actually someone that Rump installed himself too, so... But it's just funny as hell because the phone was originally supposed to come out in September of 2025, and then the goalpost got moved to November of 2025, and then to the end of year of 2025, and then to March of 2026, and now it's May 1st with no actual date. I wouldn't be surprised if they were using those $100 deposits, which equates to roughly about $60 million, and they're just collecting interest on it. But we'll see if those phones actually come out or not.
Hey, Maga, yeah, you remember that certification that they just, yeah. Well, you remember, as he just mentioned, the head of the FCC is the same guy running around quoting gangster movies in order to defend Trump's rants against anybody that doesn't praise him publicly in direct violation of the First Amendment. That is who we have as the head of the FCC. So I just want to ask y'all how much y'all trust the certification. Because it was all sweet when he was trying to pull Jimmy Kimmel off the air. Now you need him to do his job. We got another update. Trump's Made in America smartphone isn't going to be made in America. It might never be made at all, and they aren't offering refunds. Go figure. I love this for all the idiots that pre-ordered one. Wait a minute, no refunds? Who they think they are, daycare? Let me look at these terms and conditions in accordance with the state of Florida. No price lock or promotion guarantee. The deposit does not lock in pricing. Promotions, service plans, taxes, fees, shipping costs, or other commercial terms. Final pricing and offers will be disclosed at the time of purchase, and you will have the opportunity to accept or reject the final terms before completing your purchase. Pricing and promotional terms may change anytime prior to purchase. Wait a minute. So they put the deposit down, but you could just change the price at any time while holding their deposit? These people vote. Of course they did. That's nuts.
You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
Hey, y'all, we running a promotion with these FAFO hats. That's right. Yeah, you put down a $5 deposit to lock in promotional pricing. But that doesn't guarantee what the price will be when it's up. No, there it is. It's $1,000 now.
What?
No guarantee of release, delivery, or timing. Estimated ship dates, launch timelines, or anticipated production schedule are non-binding estimates only. Trump Mobile does not guarantee that the device will be commercially released. Ain't no way. Hold up. Trump Mobile does not guarantee that the device will be commercially released. Maga. Maga. They not even guaranteeing that it's going to be a phone. Wow. Wow.
This is egregious work. This is nasty, egregious work.
Hello? Yeah, can I speak to the supervisor? Yeah, I can't guarantee I'm going to be there today. I know I'm the headliner. I can't guarantee that I'll be commercially released.
Huh?
So wait a minute. You mean to tell me that the guy that ran on releasing the Epstein files and didn't do it is now saying he can't guarantee the phone will be released? Well, what are the chances you see that, Maga? Device compatibility, functionality, performance, and feature availability are not guaranteed. Y'all getting a cordless. Y'all getting, oh wait, I forgot. There's no guarantee it'll be commercially released. You might get a cordless.
Man, this some more bullshit.
These Trump Mobile pre-order deposit terms and conditions govern any pre-order deposit placed with Trump Mobile in connection with our potential future mobile phone offering. By placing a deposit, you acknowledge that you have read, understood, and agree to be bound by these terms. These terms govern pre-order deposits only and are separate from Trump Mobile terms of sale, which we provided to you. No, that one wasn't any good. A pre-order deposit provides only a conditional opportunity if Trump Mobile later elects in its sole discretion to offer the device for sale. Maga, The pre-order deposit is a conditional opportunity if they decide to offer the device for sale. You put a deposit down for the opportunity to purchase something they may put out and can price at whatever they want. That should be grounds to pull the vote. Honestly. Trump Mobile reserves the right to refuse, limit, or cancel pre-order participation for any reason, including suspected fraud, resale activity, bulk purchasing, geographic restrictions, or violation of these terms. Deposits are intended for end user customers only and may not be placed for resale, distribution, or commercial bulk purchases. This is nuts. Honestly, this is nuts. Did I read that correctly? I just need to know that I read that correctly.
I did just learn about the Trump Mobile terms and conditions. If you actually dropped 100 clams on this and then took a peek at those, you should be sweating. So deposit purpose will start there. A pre-order deposit provides only a conditional opportunity if Trump Mobile later elects in its sole discretion to offer the device for sale. That's already sounding alarms in my noodle. What do you mean? A conditional opportunity if they offer the device for sale. The device is for sale, isn't it? They are taking my money right now. A deposit is not a purchase, does not constitute acceptance of an order, does not create a contract for sale, does not transfer ownership or title interest, does not allocate or reserve specific inventory, and does not guarantee that a device will be produced or made available for purchase. Thousands of people put $100 down. They allegedly made millions upon millions of dollars off the T1 device. And then here in their own terms, they're saying that, well, it doesn't actually do anything at all. Any prior advertising, marketing materials, product renderings, feature descriptions, or estimated timelines are informational only, and do not constitute binding representations, warranties, or guarantees. So then, you are advertising something, knowingly advertising something that may not be representative of what is actually getting sold to the customer. Trump Mobile does not guarantee that the device will be commercially released. Now, like I said, I don't typically take a peek at the terms and conditions of products that I buy or pre-order, but I have to imagine it's not entirely standard to constantly reiterate if the device doesn't come out. Also, all of the material you've seen about it might be a lie and not indicative of the actual product if the product ever releases, if they decide they want to release the product for sale, if the product ever gets made. They keep saying if there is a product here. Constantly saying if the product comes out, if this, if that, in regards to the production of it. So what the fuck are you putting $100 on? Like, this is craziness.
Now, shout out to Moist Critical, one of my favorites here on this particular app. He has a ton of content where he's going firsthand, since the Magas won't be open and honest about their shame. So he's firsthand going through the process for all of the rest of us. So make sure you guys check that out. But Maga, I mean, you got to ask yourself, what is your level of trust at this particular point? I know that you have completely defied logic and reason many times over the course of the last decade, but this is about your money. So you tell me what your level of trust is. You can't even trust the way the phone gonna look if they decide to put it out.
Trump Mobile just updated their whole website and are showing off the new Trump phone. And by new Trump phone, I mean an HTC U24 Pro. This phone is not even close to being American. It's not hard to tell. Just look at the speaker cutouts in the top, the antennas, where the buttons are. Hey, it's an American proud design though. But don't forget, Trump Mobile doesn't just sell the phone, they also sell cell service. Don Jr., sell it for us.
When my father announced his candidacy for president, he transformed American politics forever. Now Eric and I are changing the cell phone industry so much more than another phone. Sign up for just $47.45 a month.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm okay. I'll pass. I thought by now they would have made enough money off of the crypto scams and the insider trading that they wouldn't even need to run the Trump Mobile scam anymore, but they're still doing it.
Bro, He said, I'm surprised they even still. Y'all got so much from the crypto. I'm surprised y'all taking the twos and fews from. You really shake. They already mad at you. You shaking the last nickels out of Maga? Yes, he is. Yes, he's most certainly. That's y'all man's.
Hey, Maga, come here for a second. I need to talk to you. Do you remember when you bought that Trump phone? The gold one, the patriotic one, the America First, made in the USA, support your president phone? You were told this was how you back Trump and American workers at the same time. You paid $500. You pre-ordered it. Big promises about bringing manufacturing home. And here we are, months later, and you still don't have a phone, do you? It hasn't been delivered. You haven't been able to unbox it. There's no proof this thing even exists. And now it turns out that the Trump phone isn't American made at all. That claim was quietly dropped, and everything about the phone suggests it's being produced overseas, most likely in China, and rebranded and sold to you with Trump's name slapped on it. So let's just sit with that for a second. The man who spends all day screaming about China sold you an American First phone that was probably made in China and used. That is not patriotism. That is a yard sale scam wrapped in a flag. Trump didn't bring manufacturing back. He slapped his name on a secondhand phone, charged you $500, and called it freedom. You didn't buy a phone. You bought into a grifter's con. And he cashed in.
No question. There is no question they bought into a grifter's con. But here's the thing, and this is where I struggle about my level of anger versus just finding this whole thing hilarious. Because for you to have found yourself in this position where you put out money for the chance to purchase something that they don't have to put out, it can look however they decide and they can price it however they want with no refunds. I mean, that's more low self-esteem than back in the day when we used to ask for a chance. Remember we used to ask for a chance? We wasn't asking to go with you. We were just asking for a chance. I used to have to ask, Maga, y'all asked for a chance on a phone.
I know. It's so ridiculous. It sounds fake. But I promise you, it's 100% real. During his last campaign, he had been pushing this Trump phone. He was also pushing the Trump watch, the gold sneakers. There's been a few others. He also has like Trump money, like before the ones that he's trying to actually put his signature on the currency, he had like fake money with his face on it. He also had like fake coins, and people would buy them. They're just like these infomercials on TV that people are like, oh, I'm going to buy that. And then they get it. And then when they're hard up for money, they go to the bank and they're like, I'd like to exchange this for money. And the bank's like, this is worth nothing. The man has like 8,000 shills on the go at any given moment. But no, definitely these Trump phones. Initially, he promised that they were going to be made in America. I remember this specifically around the time with the tariffs, because they were saying that in order to make a phone completely in America, the phone was going to cost like $6,000 or something, like something insanely crazy, probably even more than that, if I'm honest. And then they changed it on the website that it was like going to be assembled or something in the United States, like the last step of the phone was going to take place in the United States, but everything else was manufactured elsewhere. Just like the Maga hats are made in China. So as crazy as it sounds and as unreal as it sounds, it is true. Oh my God. And you know the Trump trout that was like singing some stupid song That was real too. I thought it was an AI joke. I thought it was like a satire troll. No, the man was literally selling a Trump trout. Anything for a buck, bro. This guy sold his soul years ago, so nothing is beneath him.
Trump trout, is that Laura Loomer? Is that? I got to check that out. That is a laundry list of red flags that y'all overlooked. In fact, I got a whole video all about it that I ran during the time of the inauguration. You remember where they moved it inside and sold tickets and made it VIP. I think didn't they have a prayer for sale too? They had a whole prayer thing for sale. Y'all overlooked literally all of, and that's why I can't. I'm just going with comedy. I'm just going with comedy. No. Well, you know what, Maga? If only there was some sort of organization whose purpose was to look out for the consumer and make sure that people weren't taking advantage of them. I can't feel bad for you.
Well, Trump isn't even taking a paycheck from his presidency. He doesn't need to. He's putting out products and merch, having y'all pre-order it with a deposit, and then sending out emails a year later saying he's not making the product and he's keeping your deposits. Just scamming y'all left and right, robbing you blind.
Oh no, he took a paycheck, all right. You his paycheck. Oh, you are his paycheck. And unfortunately, because y'all also vote, I'm also his paycheck because that's where the tax money going. That's what y'all did. As of May 2026, an estimated 590,000 to 600,000 consumers have paid roughly 60 million in pre-order deposits for the T1. Despite the significant collection of funds, not a single device has been delivered to customers. And the FTC won't investigate because its chairman backs Trump. This is what a scam looks like. That is correct, because y'all love for Trump to ram through his sycophants in order to own the libs. And how's that playing out right about now, where you can't trust the government to do government? How's that? And matter of fact, how's that going in Indiana, where Trump got his revenge by placing his sycophants to run for the state senate so he can get his gerrymandering done, giving the state, 5 worst candidates for the general? You know? Hook, line, and sinker.
It is not Trump's fault. He's not the one actually selling the Trump phone. This is how the scam works. The Trump organization is using Trump's name to sell their cell service and their $500 phone. But as we've discovered, the Trump phone is not real, and the people that bought one are about to be very upset. So to avoid the lawsuits, they put this in the fine print. The Trump organization isn't actually developing, designing, or selling anything. It's a different company called T1 Mobile LLC. So when people realize it's a scam and say, hey, I'm gonna sue Trump, what the heck? Trump can say, wait, it's not me. It's Trump Mobile LLC. They're the ones advertising an S25 Ultra. They're the ones about to get sued by Spiegel. They do the scamming, they deal with the customer complaints, they deal with the lawsuits, and then they take the money and pay it to the Trump organization as a licensing fee in exchange for being able to use Trump's name to advertise the phone. And if you're wondering, this is how all Trump scams work. Like, this is how the hotels work, the merch works, all of it. They just make a fake company to run the scam and extract the money and to avoid the lawsuits directly. The money that's extracted goes right back up through licensing. And when this company fails because it's not a real good company, they just remove the licensing rights, let it die off, and replace it with something new.
Maga, did y'all follow that? Did y'all follow that? Well, it's a video, so if you just click on, you can just watch it as many times as you want. You know what? Here's a slower version. He's the remedial.
Yep, he grifted you guys out of another $60 million. You're never getting your Trump phone. You're never going to get a functional Trump phone that works with your carrier. It's never going to happen. He grifted you out of another $60 million, and he's going to grift the next $60 million out of you as well. Why? Because you easily hand over your hard-earned money to a self-proclaimed billionaire, because he understands how to manipulate people that aren't intelligent. That's you, boo. That's you.
He knows how to manipulate dumb people. Ooh, that is correct. Now, I will mention this. I do have one caveat, because within the remnants, the stragglers of Maga, the world that knowledge and logic forgot, within you guys, you don't just have people that are just outright dumb. You also have those that are just stubborn. They have gone too far and are in too deep, and therefore they will say and do anything in order to try and validate all that they've already lost, even though they know better. Pastor Robert Jeffries, it looks like President Trump has a better understanding of what the Bible teaches than the Pope. This should be trash.
Get your take here. The Vatican put out a statement, and they said that there was an exchange of views. We don't know what exactly that means, but they exchanged some views. Give me your take about this public criticism from really both sides.
Yeah. Look, I think it's commendable that the Trump administration is meeting with the Pope and trying to work with the Pope. The Pope is a good man. He's sincere in his faith, but he is sincerely wrong when it comes to Iran. The Pope ought to know, and I think he does know, God created both the church and government for two distinct purposes. The role of the church is to point people to faith in Jesus Christ, but the role of government is to protect citizens from evildoers, according to Romans 13. And look, 3 days after this conflict began, I was in the Oval Office with President Trump.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. Did you just start off with the church and the state were created for two separate purposes, and then lead into I was in the Oval Office with President Trump? I mean, really? I mean, who you talking to? Oh, it's on Fox News. I forgot. You know what? I forgot. It was on Fox News. You know exactly who you talking to.
And a few other faith leaders, and he told us that Iran was within weeks of getting a powerful weapon that would destroy Israel, much of the Middle East, and could bring great harm to America, and he had no choice but to act. And I thanked him then for having the courage to fulfill his God-given responsibility to protect our nation. And you know, the great irony is it looks like President Trump has a better understanding of what the Bible teaches about the role of government than the Pope has.
That's what he said. 2 Corinthians. We still ain't got a verse. We still ain't got a favorite verse. I don't know what we're going to get sooner. An actual Bible verse from Trump or his taxes. I don't know. They're going to have to unseal those in 50 years. Yeah, that's probably how that's going to go. Okay. So Trump has a better understanding of the Bible than the Pope does, based on Trump said about Iran, based on Trump said. What did the Bible say about this year? Huh? That's what I want to know. What did the Bible say about this year? We got Trump's understanding and the Pope's understanding. How's your understanding, dog? I need to know. Yeah, what the Bible had to say about that. Yeah, I sure enough did. You know, the kind of blatant idolatry that TV shows and movies mock. The boys literally did the same bit for Homelander this week. You can't make this stuff up. No, you cannot. No, you most certainly cannot. But you could definitely drag it. Y'all need to do something with that calf. There it is. With the Magas worshiping alongside. And I bet it's stink too. I bet it's stink. Look at the smoke behind it. You know it stink. Hey, Magas, I got you. Hey, while you wait for your Trump phone, hey, I got pieces of the statue. Yeah, I'm selling pieces of the Trump statue, $47.45 a piece. Who want it? Hey, but you put a deposit down, I can't guarantee the price won't change.